mi gente, Kelly aquí, y aquí estamos con Giovanni. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Very good. Now, we are talking today about The Perfect Stranger. Now, you play Miles Haley, correct?
Yeah.
Now, tell me a little bit. I mean, you're a hacker, kind of an internet guru, so what's that all about?
The whole computer thing, honestly, I just sort of left that up to the movie magic and, like, letting that, the dialogue do the work for me, so to speak. And for me, what was really interesting about the story was the complexity of the characters and how nobody in the movie is either good or bad, but they're just human. And Miles specifically is infatuated and has a crush on Hallie's character, Ro, which later you find out it goes a lot deeper than that. And yeah, it was just a pleasure to work with the cast and the director, James Foley.
Now, have you been on the website for The Perfect Stranger?
I have, and I was searching around. It's pretty cool. It's interesting.
How cool is that? I felt like a hacker. I was like, now I'm going to check their emails, and now I'm going to read their messages and all this stuff. It was very, very neat.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job with that. Yeah.
Now, tell me a little bit about your character for those who are going to see the movie, just like a little inside scoop.
Well, he's this guy who initially the character was written as being somebody who's slightly overweight. and being sort of homely, and that cliche computer hacker guy who ends up being a psychopath or whatever. And I had a different take on it with James, the director, and I thought that he was somewhat of a contender for Hallie's character, and he was charming and witty and seductive. And that was his objective, because I think that he has he has this crush on her, I think that's refreshing. I think that it was definitely, it just adds another layer to the film.
Now, let's be honest, Halle Berry's not really going to pay attention to, like, this little overweight, nerdy type of person, right?
Exactly. I mean, come on.
You had to be a good-looking
little footwork.
And how is working with the director, James Foley?
He is incredible. He's really eccentric and just such sort of like that genius mind, the way he looks at movies. And I really actually learned a lot from him. At one point, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on TV, but at one point I went up to him and asked him, how the film was going and the whole thing. We started talking, and he said, well, we're either making a big pile of shit or we're making Strindberg. And that just sort of typified his sort of disposition, for me at least. He's incredible, and the films that he's made, I'm just such a fan of his, and it was really a privilege to work with him.
So he's definitely on your top 3 directors.
I just have a lot of respect for him. At Close Range and Glengarry Glen Ross, he's one of the few true auteurs that I think we have.
Very cool. What about Ben Younger and Steven Spielberg?
Yeah, Ben Younger was great. That was his first movie that we did, Boiler Room, together, and I was sort of just starting out in films at the time as well. And so it was, I think, a learning experience for both of us. And yeah, I think he's really great. I think he's doing the right thing by just working and really trying to get what he's writing together and not just sort of hastily get into another movie. And Steven Spielberg is definitely the master. He's just he's incredible. I mean, really. I remember being on Saving Private Ryan and how fast we were going, and how everything was so delineated, but at the same time so extemporaneous in the way that he was just like, oh, you're good, put the camera here and shoot this, and then and running around like a kid in a candy store.
Like if he had just started, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I really admire the way you put into being all those different characters and how you portray all different kinds of characters, and it's like you're really into it. You know what I mean?
Thank you. That's
and
nice.
Good luck with The Perfect Stranger.
Yeah,
it was very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Well done. Yay, everybody.